Let me tell you something. If you're considering moving to Chandler, Arizona, you've got to know what are some of the best school districts, neighborhoods, what's the cost of living, and what are some of the outdoor activities that makes Chandler one of the most desired areas to live in the nation. So, that being said, if any of these topics are important to you and you want to learn more about this wonderful city, then stick around because I'm sure that by the end of this video, you'll love Chandler just a little bit more. But before we jump in, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Stephany Cabrales, your local Chandler realtor, and my team and I specialize in helping people just like you make a smooth move to Chandler and the surrounding areas. So, if you have any questions or you're thinking about relocating soon, feel free to reach out. My contact information is going to be on the screen and down below. So, don't be shy and shoot me a text, send me an email, or give me a call, and I'll be here to help you answer any of the questions you have. All right, first things first, let's talk about the feeling of being in Chandler. This city is known for having a blend of that small town feeling with the big city conveniences and attractions. And don't we all love that? I mean, if you're someone who grew up in a small town, then you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. It's also got that vibrant community focused energy that a lot of people look for, yet it still offers peaceful neighborhoods in areas which are perfect for families, retirees, and those who enjoy some quiet as well. Now, I know that one of the biggest questions people have about moving to a new city is what is the cost of living there? Well, let me just say that Chandler is not necessarily the most affordable place to live, having a 14% cost of living above the national's average, with housing being the main factor driving up the cost for sure. Now, currently, the median home price sits around $530,000, but don't let that scare you off, as you can find homes below and above that range. Plus, with major employers like Intel, Wells Fargo, and numerous tech companies in the area, residents often find solid job opportunities that help balance the scale. Now, let's talk about neighborhoods because Chandler has some great options when it comes to neighborhoods. One popular one being Occotello, which is a very desired area to live by many people in and out of the state. When you think of Occotello, you gotta think of something fancy due to its beautiful lakes, unique homes, golf courses, and more. Now, home costs in Occotello range from $500 to over $1 million. One reason why residents love Occotello is because of the way this community combines the best of the outdoor world into one single community, making it easy for residents to spend time outdoors with the great amenities this community offers and the recreational areas all around. So, if you're someone who wants to have your own retreat within a community, then you have to check out Occotello. Now, downtown Chandler, on the other hand, offers something totally different. It's a lot more up and coming, and you have more walkability if we talk about walking into nearby boutiques and restaurants. So, overall, downtown Chandler is full of energy. You'll also find trendy restaurants, coffee shops, and plenty of community events year round. Now, imagine living so near downtown Chandler that you have a ton of entertainment and local spots at your fingertips. I mean, if that's something that sounds like you, then you should probably consider downtown Chandler. Now, in downtown Chandler, you can find all kinds of homes. Think of more charming, older, well-maintained homes mixed with stylish new condos and apartments, giving you more budget-friendly home options. So, if you're on the lookout for something like this, and if you have any particular questions before relocating here, then shoot me a text. I'd be glad to answer all of your questions. Now, for those of you who are moving with a family, Sungrooves and Clemente Ranch are neighborhoods worth checking out. These areas offer spacious homes with prices generally in the $400,000 to $600,000 range. These areas offer excellent local parks, and they're also close to some of Chandler's top-rated schools. And speaking of schools, one major draw for families moving to Chandler is education. Now, the Chandler Unified School District being one of the highest ranked in the state, with standout schools like Knox Gifted Academy and Hamilton High School earning strong ratings year after year. It is no wonder why families pick Chandler as a place to live. Now, families often rave about the quality of education here, which was one of their biggest reasons for choosing Chandler in the first place. So, if your plan is to relocate to Chandler, Arizona, whether that is in a couple of months or maybe in a year from now, don't worry. It's never too soon to get in touch and talk about the options available for you in Chandler. So, again, reach out by sending me a text, emailing me, or giving me a call, and my team and I will be glad to answer any of your questions. Now, let's talk about lifestyle and fun activities because let's be honest, anyone looking to move anywhere is probably also looking into what is there to do. So, in Chandler, there are several fun things to do and events happening every weekend. And if you don't believe me, you've got to go to visitchandler.com to stay up to date with any and all of the events and fun activities that are happening every single weekend. And if we're talking about shopping and dining, well, check out the Chandler Fashion Center, one of Arizona's premier shopping destinations, along with Shields Shopping Center and many other local shopping areas. Plus, Chandler boasts over 60 parks, numerous walking trails, and community sports complexes for those who love some time outdoors, especially during the fall and winter time. Now, one unique local highlight, and you might have heard of this one already, but that is the Chandler Ostrich Festival. It's an annual event celebrating Chandler's quirky history with ostrich farming, and it draws thousands of visitors each year into town. And let me tell you, between live entertainment, food, rides, and even ostrich races, it's an event you definitely have to experience for yourself at least once to have the full Chandler experience. I'm telling you, it's a ton of fun. One of the best things a lot of people love about Chandler is the central location, putting you near the Loop 202 and the Loop 101, making getting around Chandler fairly easy, especially if you're going for a weekend road trip to north of Arizona where you'll find cities like Tempe, Mesa, Gilbert, and Scottsdale. Now, another cool thing about Chandler's central location is its proximity to the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport and the Mesa Gateway Airport, which is about a 25-minute drive to either location. So for those of you who love to travel, well, you're in luck because 25 minutes away, you have either airport. So great central location in Chandler. Now, at this point, you're probably wondering, well, what's the downside of Chandler, right? And while Chandler has lots of positives and great things to talk about, it does have some subjective downsides. Now, Chandler is continuously growing and it's growing fast. And with growth comes a higher demand in housing and an increase in traffic, especially around rush hours. Also, summers in Arizona can be intense, so expect temperatures to regularly be above the 100 degrees, which is no surprise. If you're somebody who's interested in relocating to the Phoenix metro area, you just have to expect to be exposed to these high heat temperatures, right? 100 to 110 to 115 degrees. Now, those extreme temperatures are not going to be the case throughout the entire year. Of course, it's essentially during the months of probably June, July, August, and September are probably the worst months, right? The end of September and forward is when we start feeling a little bit of more like cooler months in the 80s, 70s, and maybe 60s once you start heading into like end of November into December. But yeah, the fall and the winter seasons in Arizona are essentially the best time of the year, and the extreme heat is essentially only for like 3 to 4 months for like actual extreme heat. I'm talking about like above 100 degrees. In my opinion, that's what I feel. That's what I've noticed the weather is like in Arizona. So if you're okay with that, then you should be totally fine. Now, if Chandler is starting to sound like the place you may want to call home, well, my biggest tip is this. Visit the neighborhoods, drive around during different times of the day, and really soak up the vibe in each area. Each community has its unique personality, and finding the right match for you makes all the difference. And hey, if you're ready to start looking for homes or just want more insider tips on moving to Chandler, I'm here to help. Again, my contact information is right below and on this screen. So reach out to me at any time. Let's connect and let me help you answer any of the questions you have. Now, this concludes the video for today about some of the things that you need to be familiar with before moving to Chandler, Arizona. So, that being said, if you learned something new today, hit the like button and subscribe for more content on insights into living in Chandler, Arizona. Now, if you still have some questions about Chandler, go ahead and drop those in the comments and I'll be glad to answer those. And as always, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.